Hey, what's up, Blood Charger? Can you hear me? Let me know. I really hope you can hear me. Crossing my fingers that you can hear me. What's up, Dan? How are you doing, man? Now, can you hear me? I've just started a new stream. You can hear me, Dan. Thanks for letting me know. That's awesome. The mic is working, Blood Charger says. Fantastic. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining the other stream. We had some technical difficulties, but we're back. It's nice to see you guys in the chat. What's up, Blood Charger? What's up, Dan? Hope everybody's doing well. Looking forward to another game with you guys. I've had a quite pleasant day. So this morning I had a lie-in after a good few days of work, and then went to meet my mum for some lunch. Thank you to whoever just hit like. Dan Edits, big up to you, man. Appreciate that. Top guy. So like I was saying, went to meet my mum with my friend for some lunch before. Had a catch up with her, and then we went for a drive, went for a walk, and just had a nice time. Up to whoever just hit like as well. Thank you very much. Like I was just saying, it's been a nice little day, just hanging out, relaxing, going for a walk, spending some time with my friend who's visiting, and just generally chilling. So I hope you guys are doing well. I'm currently sat watching some UFC. Hopefully you can see that. And yeah, just looking forward to hanging out and relaxing with you guys. So we've got Dan on moderation. Dan is in the chat. We've got Blar Charger as well. And yeah, just people hanging out and vibing. 8:10 in England. Saturday night. Let's have it. I think it's probably about 3 in the morning where Blar Charger is. So Blar Charger, if you're still watching, thank you for joining. I know it's late night where you are. Let me just find a good. I need the TV the other way. Dan says, if you just joined, don't be scared to chat. Yeah, by all means, like hit the comments, guys. I'd love to know where everyone's watching from. I know we've got Dan somewhere in England. I want to say West Midlands. We've got Blar Charger watching from Indonesia. Blar says, yup, it's very late. Very late. We've got Night Owl, Blar Charger on the stream. But thanks for joining. Always nice to see you in the comments. And it's always nice to see Dan in the comments. Thank you to whoever just hit like. You're a real one. It is Saturday evening here in England. I'm just hanging out, vibing with you guys. And if you're joining the stream first time, what's up? I hope you're having a good night. Blar Charger says, Dan says, W Blar Charger for coming at 3 a.m. W to Blar Charger. Erin McGill says, hi. What's up? How are you doing? Blar Charger says, it's Sunday here. Yes, it's Sunday in Indonesia. Saturday night in England. But for Blar Charger, it's already Sunday. So if you've just joined the stream, what's up, everybody? We are hanging out on Saturday evening. So we've got Dan on moderation. We might have Hussein turning up in a little bit. We will see. But we're just hanging out and chilling on a Saturday night. And if you are watching the stream right now, I would love to know where you're watching from. I'm watching from the north of England, and we have friends that watch from all over the world. So if you're watching right now, big up to you. Dan says, weekend going too fast. Yeah, it is going too fast. Definitely. It's like you have a little bit of weekend time, and then before you know it, it's like, oh, it's nearly time for the new week. So yeah, weekends always go incredibly fast. Dan says, don't be scared to... Yeah, what's up, guys? If you're watching, I'd love to hear where you're from, what sort of day you've had. If you want to share your name, that's super cool. But yeah, just generally drop some vibes in the chat, and that's all a good one. Eva the Diva says, hi. What's up, Eva? Thanks for joining the stream. Sorry I had to end that one. I had some technical difficulties. It always seems that when my mic's not working, if I end the stream and start it again, that fixes the mic problem. Because my mic was on. For some reason, it wasn't working. Eva the Diva says, how come you're not at the... Well, tonight, Eva, I'm being lazy, and I'm sitting on my sofa watching a bit of TV. Hopefully you can see that. But I thought I would chill with you guys. And yeah, show a little bit of a different angle. We've got the Monstera plant down. This is my nice big plant that I've been growing for a few years now. As you can see, it's a pretty healthy looking. CJam says hi. What's up, CJam? How are you doing? Black Charger says different spots. Yeah, exactly. Black Charger, switching it up. Wayne T 968 says, "Can you sing as a song?" I don't know. I do like to sing, Dan. Do like to sing, Wayne, but on the spot by request, it's a big one. What song would you want to hear? What's your favourite song, Wayne? Dan says WC Jam. Absolutely, big WC Jam. So before I asked Eva the Diva, I asked her how her dance class went. She had dancing at 6 in the morning. And Eva said, my dance on my solo, I got first on my group, first in my group. I got third on my duo, I got first. Well, Eva, that's awesome. That's awesome, Eva. Well done. I told you it'd go well. So good on you. And the hard work is paying off. Dan says W Wayne. W Wayne and W Dan on the awesome vibes in the chat. Dan, along with Hussein and people like Small Man Bros, always bring the energy on stream. So big up to you, Dan. Huge W. And guys, if you're watching, feel free to put a few. Can't speak. If you're watching, put some vibes in the chat. I'd love to know where you're watching from. What's your day been like? I'm genuinely interested to hear. Wayne T says Rocky Road to Dublin is my favourite song. I've actually never heard that song, Wayne. I'll have to look that one up. Blood Charger says maybe a Nirvana song. Nice. You know what, Blood Charger? I really like Nirvana. I like in general. And Nirvana are probably the most famous grunge band, right? But just musically, I think they've got some really good stuff. And I think Kurt Cobain was an interesting guy. Mike, whose name I won't say in full, says, "Does your husband know you're on here rambling?" Does my husband know you're on here rambling? Well, funnily enough, Mike, I don't have a husband or a wife. Eva has deleted that message by Mike because he's a bit mean. Eva the Diva says, watching from bed, lol. Fair enough, Eva. Sounds like you've had a long day. Sean Newman 2377 says, why do you look like an orphan? I don't know, Sean. I don't think orphans look a particular way. But even if they do, a bit of a personal comment. Wayne T says, what's your favourite to sing? Oh, that's a good question. Do I have a favourite song to sing? I don't think I've got one favourite song to sing. I'm more just like singing particular things. And Sean says, not in a rude way. I don't know. I mean, it's a fairly unusual question, Sean. William Wrench says, hide me. Okay. And Leighton LeBeau seems to be putting things in the comments. Eva the Diva is doing a good job on moderation, clearing up the rude comments. Well done, Eva. Dan says, what did Mike say? Mike made a rude... Mike was rude as well, Dan. It was meant to be a... Mike's back. He says, I rage bait for content, sorry. Well, at least you're honest about it, Mike. But it might be nice to spread a few positive vibes online. I'm not your boss, I can't make you that, but just a suggestion. Dan's going in hard on the moderation. As is Eva. Eva and Dan are clearing up those comments. Tyler says, Tyler says, I was here. What's up, Tyler? How are you doing? Sean says, you're giving orphan vibes. Not in a rude way. You're beautiful, by the way. It's unusual because I have ADHD. Sorry. Okay. Conweb. Saying rude things in the chat. Mesman999 says, so what is the stream all about? So Mesman, tonight we're hanging out, we're vibing. It's Saturday night here in England, and that's what this stream is about. Just everybody chilling. We've got some familiar people in the chat. So Mesman, there'll be no theme for this chat, no gaming, no specific content. We're just hanging out, we're vibing. We're saying in the chat, and we're just vibing, basically. That's what's up. And if Mesman, you want to vibe along with us, you're very welcome to do so. Get out there for yourself. Tyler says, I'm just saying you need to get out there for yourself. Okay. Mesman says, no football chat. Hey, Mesman, if you want to chat about football, we can chat about football. I often get asked, who do I support? And the answer to that is Everton. Blood Charger's being a real one and saying some people who don't have lives apparently. The Blood Charger has always been a cool commentator. And Mesman, you asked what the stream about, and it's basically about people that like turning up and just chilling and saying hello. We've got Blood Charger watching from Indonesia, which is super cool. And if you're watching right now, I would love to know where you're watching from because it's always cool to hear. We have people watching from places like Belgium, Holland, Indonesia, India, Pakistan, and just all over the world. We had someone watching from Venezuela the other day, and I love hearing about where people are tuning in from. Tyler says, I'm going out for a little bit. I will be back later. See you then, Tyler. Enjoy your in. And Dan says, Edward hasn't done anything to deserve rude comments. Well, thank you, Dan. I try not to give anyone a reason to leave rude comments. But as we know, sometimes the internet can be a cruel and rude place. You know what, guys? I'm going to put a little bit of some music on in the background just so we can chill together. I was watching the UFC, but I think a little bit of music is in order. Sean says, you look like you're 21 years old, not going to lie. Well, that is very complimentary of you. I'm a bit older than 21, so if you think I look 21, then that's all right with me. Eva the Diva says, Edward, I'm going to go to bed right now because I was up at 4:30. Eva, have a good night's sleep. Thanks for saying hello on the stream. It's always nice to see you. But yeah, enjoy your sleep, and I'll see you soon. Take care for now. In case anyone doesn't know, Eve is one of the lovely, regular people who pop up in the chat. And I always love to see people that come back and say, hey, that is super satisfying from my point because it means people are enjoying hanging out. Tyler says, never mind, I'm staying here. W, Tyler. If you've got stuff to do, then you do that stuff. But otherwise, it's nice to have you hanging out in the chat with us. Sean says, slay. It's pretty funny. And Tyler says, you're the GOAT. Well, I don't know if I'm the GOAT, but I am a guy. What are you guys? On a Saturday night. Sean says 8:20 p.m. right now. Yes, it is 8:20 p.m. for me. Sean, whereabouts in the world are you watching from? You don't have to tell us your city, but you're watching from the UK. You're watching from Europe. Where are you watching from? Blarcharger says, everyone, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. W Blarcharger, and yes, please, if you haven't already, if you're watching right now, help a brother out. Hit the like button, and if you want to subscribe, it's cool. We'll be doing more streams, dropping more videos. So yeah, big up Blarcharger. Appreciate that. Tyler says, do you play Fortnite? No, I don't. I actually don't really game, but I promised the chat when I hit 200 subs, we're going to do a Roblox stream. So if you have any favourite Roblox games, you should let me know because I don't know my way around Roblox and I could do with some help. So if you have any favourite Roblox games, let me know in the chat. UK, nice. I'm also in the UK. I'm streaming from the Northwest. So big up to you, Sean, and thanks for saying hi. Taylor says, hi, what's up, Taylor? How are you doing? Nice to see you back in the chat again. Tyler says, play Rivals in Roblox. Okay, sounds good. The only other recommendation I've had so far was Blox Fruit, so I'm going to give that a try. And I'm distracted by Large Charger, who says you should at least know the basics of movement, like WSD and right-click and drag right. I think so. I mean, I've played on consoles before, so I kind of know the basics of Roblox. I'm not so sure. Oh, okay. And Sean Newman says, by the way, I'm a girl on my dad's iPad. Okay, Sean. Well, maybe I'll call you Sayan for now. But either way, behave on your dad's iPad. Don't do anything stupid like delete any of his apps or anything like that. So I hope you guys are doing well. It's currently 8:22 in my part of the world. And Dan says W Seance. So Blood Charger is talking about ropes, and Blood Charger says there should be a help menu if you click on the escape key for all key binds. Okay, that is helpful to know. And John Newman 2377 says, "My name is Tiana. You pronounce it like T-Anna." Well, what's up, Tiana? On Papa Sean's account, hello to you, and thanks for saying hi. Tyler says, "Play Steal a Brain in Roblox." Okay, so we've got Blocks Fruits, Steal a Brain. Anything else, guys? What are you recommending? Eva the Diva is back. That was a short sleep, Eva. A very short sleep. World record breaking sleep. And don't go to bed too late. If you've been up since 4:30, you need your rest. Rumi Huntrick says, "Hello, how are you?" What's up, Rumi? I'm doing well, thank you. Hanging out. It's Saturday night here in England, so I'm just vibing with you guys. And whoever just hit like, big up to you. You're a real one. Roger says, "Have you thought of keeping a Venus flytrap in the house?" No, I haven't really, because I've not really got any pests that need catching in the flytrap. And Tiana says, "Thank you so much for saying my name correctly. Some people say Tiana, but that's wrong. No worries at all. Yeah, it's annoying when people say your name wrong." Eva says, "Nah. Actually, I was just hungry. To be honest, I made a salad. Nice. Love a salad." Blood Charger says, "Pretty cool plant." Yeah, thanks, Roger. It was, let's see, I'll give you a little bit of a close up again. It was much smaller when I first got the plant. Let's see if we can get you a little bit of a zoom on it. It's much smaller when I first got it. Oh, I'm dropping everything in my house. As you can see, got some pretty healthy looking leaves at the moment. Dan says W Tiana. Yes, huge W Tiana. Bedsize Cookie says, "I caught a pigeon in my Venus flytrap." Sorry, I caught a pigeon in my Venus flytrap. That would be crazy. That would be absolutely crazy. Rumi Huntrix says, "I'm your new sub." Huge love, Rumi Huntrix. Thank you so much. I love when people say hello on the chat. Put something down there and then give me a sub. That's awesome. Thanks for stopping by. It's always nice to see new people and it's nice to see familiar faces. And my hope as a streamer is not to get super rich and become the biggest streamer on the internet. It's just to grow a little community of people that want to hang out and that enjoy chatting to one another. And it's quite nice because we've got people chatting from all over the world. So we've got people watching from Indonesia right now, different in England. And as always, guys, if you're watching and you want to share where you're from, I would love to hear. I'm currently in the north of England. Black Charger says, how old is your plant? This plant must be, it has to be about 7 or 8 years old, honestly, because I had it with my ex-girlfriend, and then when we split up, we're still friends, so she let me keep the plant, and I've still had it ever since. It was a bit worse for wear. I've got another one I'll show you over here. Now this one as well, as you can see, hopefully see, it's got some brown leaves going on, but generally speaking, oh shit, I just broke a leaf. And sorry for swearing, guys. That's what you get when you try and do two things at once. If anyone heard me swear, especially the young people, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, the original plant you asked about is about 7 or 8, and then that one over there is probably a similar age. Mania44 says, "Hey, what's up, Mania? How are you doing? Thanks for joining the chat." Tiana says, "Baddie slay." Thanks, Tiana. And by the way, I subbed. Thank you very much. That's really nice of you. Always nice to have new friendly faces on the chat. Eva the Diva says, "W Blood Charger, W Tiana, W Dan, W Hussein, W Edward, W Manu44, and W everyone." Huge W to you if you're watching right now. It's Saturday night, which we've got some friends vibing on the chat. We're listening to some tunes in the background, and we're just hanging out. No, Manu44 says, "Hey yo from Cali, that's what's up. How are you, Tanya? Awesome to have you on the chat. I love hearing where people are from. So thank you for sharing that with me. That's super cool. If you want to share which part of Cali you're from, you don't have specific, but you're from like North California, South California, either way, thanks for saying hi. It's lovely to have you here in the chat. Rumi says, "I don't know why some adults are streaming and some kids are mean." Well, there are some mean people out there in the world. But all you can do is try and be kind, try and chill, and ignore the haters. It's very, very true. Eva the Diva says, "Edward, I'll be right back. I'm changing my PFP." No worries, Eva. You do your thing. And Tyler is in a hotel right now. Well, I hope you have a good stay in the hotel, Tyler. What's up to you? Kaboom1VA says, hi, what's up, Kaboom? Cool username. Dan says, you should get Nido Cube, it's so satisfying. Nido Cube, what, Dan? Manu says, are you a plant obsessed person? Well, me too. Yeah, I love plants. And I'm not saying I'm best at looking after plants, but this one is doing pretty good at the moment. It's got some nice, healthy leaves on it. I normally stream from my kitchen, but I thought I'd hang out in my living room and show you guys the plant. Rumi Hundrick says, where are you from? I'm from England. How are you, Rumi? Where are you from? Tiana says, this is the first time people have been kind to me on live stream. Thank you so much. To hear that you've not had many kind people that you've been in a chat, because that's not very nice. So every time we stream together, guys, we're always going to try and pump up the volume, pump up the vibes, not pump up the volume, but we pump up the volume as well. Either way, it's all about bringing some positive energy. So Tiana, I'm glad people are being nice to you on the stream. We're going to keep vibing and keep being nice. So Rumi also says, you're a little bit laggy. Well, fingers crossed, I'm not lagging. But Rumi is from the Czech Republic. Thank you so much for sharing that, Rumi. I love hearing about where people are from. That is super cool and satisfying to me. So we've had people on the chat from Indonesia, people from England, people from the Czech Republic, people from America. That's what's up, guys. That's what the internet's about. Just meeting people from all over the world, hanging out and having a good time. We don't need drama. We don't need negative energy. We're just chilling. Manya says, can I get a bottle of water? I'm sorry, but it's just so funny. You know, it's funny, Manny, because when Americans say, can I just get a bottle of water? That sounds pretty funny to us. But I know when we say, can I get a bottle of water? Or a bottle of water, it's pretty funny to Americans. Eva the Diva says, hey, I'm back here. It's my celebrity crush. I actually can't see who is on your profile picture, Eva. But I will have a look later. It's up to you. Tiana says, yay! I hope you enjoyed that, Tiana. Tyler says, your videos, I love them. Well, thank you very much, Tyler. That's for you to say. And that's what this chat is all about. Being positive, having a good time, spreading some love. So big up to you for sharing that with me. Rumi says, I got to go. No worries, Rumi. Thank you for joining the chat. It's been very nice to have you here. And yeah, have a good rest of your day in the Czech Republic. Blarge Haja says, like and subscribe. Support Edward. He's trying so hard. Thank you, Blarge Haja. I really appreciate that. And you're right, I'm trying. So if you're watching, do me a favour, hit like, do anything. And if you want to subscribe, we're going to be hanging out on stream, dropping more videos. So hit subscribe if you feel like it. Eva Diva says, it's Jamie Campbell. Okay, I will Google who that is because I actually don't know. And Dan, sub and like to get Roblox stream. Yeah, guys, if you're watching, when we hit 200 subs, I'm going to do a Roblox stream and you guys are going to stream with me because I've never done a Roblox stream and I've never even really played Roblox. So when we hit 200 subs, we're going to do a Roblox stream and I need your guys' help. Tyler says, I liked your videos and subscribed. Thank you very much, Tyler. That is so nice. And I love it when people take the energy to tell me that they've subscribed because, again, do me a double favour. So big up to you, Tyler. Love that. Dan says, only 25 to go. That's right. 25 subs and boom, we're going to be doing a Roblox stream. So I'm going to need all I can get. Eva the Diva says, where's Hussein? That is a good question. Where is Hussein? Maybe he's driving that Lamborghini of his. Maybe he's driving the new BMW he said he was getting today. Oh, no, he said he's going to America, didn't he? So maybe Hussein is on his way to America. Or maybe America right now. But either way, big up to Hussein, who does a great job of moderation when Clock Rabbit says, all roads lead to Rome. That's an interesting observation, Clock Rabbit. Christopher O'Reilly says, Christopher says, hi, I've subscribed. What's up, Christopher Riley? Thank you very much for joining the chat. Thank you for subscribing. That's awesome. Bladge says, yes, Edward is Edward is going to inevitably become a famous streamer. Well, I don't know about that, guys, but I will do my best. I will keep hanging out with you in the chat. We're going to do our thing together. And like I've always said, if I get bigger, the people that are the real ones, they're going to come on the journey with me. So if you're watching, big up to you. Eva the Diva says, streaming tomorrow. Yes, Eva, I'm going to stream tomorrow, 8 p.m. We're going to have some fun. We're going to hang out. And yeah, sounds like a plan. If you're up for joining me there, 8 p.m. tomorrow, we're going to be hanging out, vibing on stream again. And soon, we're going to start doing more streams out in the world. We're going to do more stuff, I think. We need to do like a Manchester stream. What do you reckon, guys? A full day stream in Manchester. Maybe meet some of my friends. Let's see how many hours we can stream for, because at the moment I can only really stream for an hour-ish. I've got a lot going on. But maybe on a weekend, we'll do a super long stream for you. And I hope we can get loads of people vibing with us as well. Troy Kosa says, do you want to join me in the kingdom of God where we will see his face? It's a good offer. It's a good offer, Troy. I'm not a religious person necessarily, and I'm not sure what the kingdom of God would entail, but I appreciate you commenting. Christopher O'Reilly says, can I ask for advice? Sure thing, Christopher. What do you like advice on? Tiana says, you guys made my day. Wait, I mean night. Hehe. Well, Tiana, I'm glad we've helped make your night. You're helping my night. You're helping make my night by being here and vibing along. Blood Charger says, all right, this is my time, Edward. Blood Charger, get some rest, get some sleep. I always appreciate coming on so late, but sometimes you've got to get some rest. So big love for coming on the chat. Always nice to have you here. But if you need to sleep, you go get that rest. And we'll see you on a stream again soon. But definitely get some rest in, my friend. Christopher O'Reilly says, what content do you post or create? So at the moment, the live streams are all just about hanging out. Sometimes eat food, but generally just hanging out and vibing with you guys. And the videos I post are all about the food I like, which is vegan food. I've been a vegan for 10 plus years, and I want to show you that having really tasty, healthy, plant-based food is the best way, or one of the best ways, to treat yourself well and make yourself happy and enjoy food. I love eating, and I want to show you guys some cool, healthy, cheap, tasty food. So that's what the video is about. But when we're live streaming, anything can happen. Blood Charger says, I shall fall into my 1,000-year slumber. Blood Charger, slumber away. It's not too late here, but I know it's very late where you are. So go and get some rest. And thanks as always for saying hello. I will see you on the next stream, and take care for now. Heidi Watson says, please say hi, Lulu and Clodagh. And I hope that's pronouncing Clodagh's name right. Was it Clodagh? Let me know how to pronounce the second name. But either way, Heidi, what's up, Lula? What's up, Clodagh? Tiana says, oh yeah, you were the best mate ever on stream. Well, thank you very much, Tiana. Nice for you to say, and I appreciate the kind vibes. That's what this chat's all about. Eva says, Edward got to go and walking my dog around the block by myself in the dark. Help, it's so scary, lol. Well, Eva, hopefully your dog will look out for you, just looking out for your dog. But don't worry, get your phone light out, make sure you've got a torch or something like that. Tell whoever you live with where you're going, and don't worry, you'll have a nice walk with your dog. And we'll see you on the next stream. Christopher O'Reilly says, I'm from Ireland. That's awesome, Christopher. I suppose O'Reilly is traditionally Irish name. And thanks for sharing that. I love hearing where people are from. We've had people on the chat from, where we had people on the chat from tonight? Indonesia, England, Republic, more places around the world. White Chat Service Official says, failure to take action will result in a channel strike. Well, that sounds like a rather threatening position. But fortunately, we're not doing anything but vibe and hanging out. So White Chat Service Official, don't be bringing that bad energy in here. Chat has one sub. Penguin1211 says, I would air fry you 180 degrees for 20 minutes, but you probably don't understand my reference. Penguin, you would be correct. I don't know what that reference refers to. If you want to share me, if you want to educate me, if you want to share with me what that reference is about, please do. Eva says, bye. Bye, Eva. We'll see you on the next stream. Peace out to you. Good luck walking your dog, and we'll see you soon. Tiana says, once I was on stream and this girl put me on timeout for no reason, ignore. Well, Tiana, hopefully there'll be no timing out tonight. Dan's a pretty vigilant moderator, so hopefully no need for Dan to go into overdrive. And Vicky Talevska says, you inspire me to become an IKEA wardrobe. Well, Vicky, I'm glad I've inspired you. If being an IKEA wardrobe is what your heart desires, then follow your dreams. And I'm glad I've helped inspire you on that one. Ethonian says, hi. What's up, Ethonian? How are you doing? Javid says, hi, Muslim man. I am not a man, but hello, Javid. Ethonian says, remember me? Sure do, Ethonian. How are you doing? It's always nice to see familiar faces in the chat. So big up to you. Thanks for joining. Yasmin Roblox says, hey, what's up, Yasmin? Speaking of Roblox, we're to 200 subs, guys. We're going to do a Roblox stream. You guys are going to join me. I've never played Roblox before. So hopefully, between us, we can do a good stream. 200 subs. It's going to happen. Javid says, you in Bradford? I am not in Bradford. Super D says, ooh. I don't know whether that was meant to be a yo or whether Super C is literally just saying ooh in the chat. But either way, what's up, Super C? Vicky Talevsky says bye. Bye, Vicky. Oh, Penguin says it's something someone from the band Stray Kids has said. Oh, okay. Hang on a minute. Wait there a sec, guys. So Penguins, the other day somebody said I look like Bang Chan from Stray Kids. Now, Bang Chan is definitely an Asian guy, and I'm not an Asian guy, but maybe I look like Bang Chan. What's up, Yaya Salad? Christopher O'Reilly says, no bad vibes allowed, good vibes. I'm a meat person, but I'd like to become vegan. Well, Christopher O'Reilly, hopefully, just in the course of hanging out and maybe watching one or two of my videos, hopefully it will help you to see that being a vegan is actually really fun. And if you go vegan or you stop eating meat and give up animal products, you're not going to suffer. In fact, if anything, you're going to have an even better time. So hopefully we can go on that journey together. Rumbling Bubbles says, are you a vegan? Yes, I am, Rumbling Bubbles. I've been vegan for over 10 now, and I'm really enjoying it. Dan is doing a good job of moderation. And Penguin says, you definitely don't look like Bang Chan at all. No, I don't think I do. Not that Bang Chan's good looking or bad looking, but I don't see the resemblance. The Super GSS says Kurt Cobain telling me to vegan. I mean, it's not that crazy. I think Kurt Cobain was vegan, wasn't he? But by the way, I'm not Kurt Cobain, but I've been called worse things. So thanks for saying hello, Super GSS. Christopher Riley says, I'm going to try it. Honestly, people can have really healthy and happy lives. Honestly, you get, with every type of diet, you get people, well, not diet, every type of lifestyle, there is good and bad. But honestly, from my experience, 100%, being vegan has only helped me be healthier and happier. And actually, when I've been really unhappy in life, a vegan diet has helped me because when you're eating like a diet that's rich in whole foods and avoids bad things, even when you feel terrible about yourself or about your life, it helps. It really does help because on some level in your brain, that it's helping your body and it's helping your mind. And obviously it's being kinder as well because it's not about, you're not hurting anyone else or any other animals in order to feed yourself and live your life. So that's my 2 pence on that. Penguin says bye. See you later, Penguin, if you're still watching. Tiana says she got some soap on her hands and forgot that she had a cut on the finger and it made it sting. Oof. Oof. Sounds brutal. The good guy 1235 says, yo, what's up, bro? How are you doing? What's up, the good guy? Love that energy, and I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing? Christopher O'Reilly says, I'm going to recommend your channel. You're such a vibe. Well, big up to you, Christopher O'Reilly. I really appreciate that. Like I said, whenever anyone shows me a bit of kindness, drop some positive energy in the chat, I really do appreciate it. The internet is so full of people talking trash, trying to create drama, chasing clout, not being very nice, just doing anything they can for attention. And hopefully, in this chat, spread a bit of energy and just vibe. The good guy says, how is life? Life is not bad, thank you, the good guy. Life is not bad. I'm hanging out. It's Saturday night. I didn't have to work today. My friend is visiting from the Manchester area. I'm hanging out with her. It's all good. Listen to some tunes in the back. I'm vibing with you guys. Life is not bad. Life is not bad. I'm pretty lucky, honestly. Life could be better, but life could be a lot worse. And I hope life is going all right for you if you're watching it. And the good guy says, "I'm good, yo. Keep confidence. Love your energy." Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Genuinely, it's so rewarding when people spread some good energy my way. That's what I try and do. I try and put some vibes up there, and then when people show that back to me and just like take the time to write me a nice comment or like or subscribe or anything like that, it's so appreciated, and it really motivates me to keep streaming, keep making content. So big up to you. Thank you for sharing that with me. Christopher Riley says, "I'm going to be honest, I was bullied on social media platforms. I'm only on YouTube and Twitch." Well, Christopher, I'm sorry to hear that, and I'm sorry to hear that the bullies had an impact on your life. That's horrible, and hopefully you in particular will be a nice place for you to hang out. Obviously, there's mean people on every part of the internet, but from my experience, YouTube is not a bad platform. From my experience, people want to find things that they're interested in, hang out, and yeah, you do get some mean comments out there, but you'll get some nice comments, and you'll meet some nice people online. So hopefully, this stream can be a place where you can enjoy hanging out, and no one will be mean to you. And if anyone is mean to you, not that they would be, but if anyone was, we've got some great moderators like Dan, who's in the chat, and Hussein is often here. So don't worry, you're going to be protected here. The good guy says, "Keep going, brother." Thank you so much, the good guy. Appreciate that. Genuinely, your simple comment of being nice to me means more than you know. So thank you for the time to say hello, and thank you for taking the time to share some love and positive energy with me. I really appreciate it. Tiana says, "I got to go to bed now. Bye. See you later, Tiana. Thank you for joining the chat. It's been nice to have you here. Thank you for being positive. Thank you for sharing some energy with us tonight. And yeah, it's been nice. Sleep well." Rooney9137 says, "I had a triple sphincter bypass operation." Well, Rooney, that sounds pretty serious. Take care of yourself. And yeah, look after yourself. Who else have we got here? Christopher Riley says, "Thank you, may God bless you and your family." Well, Christopher, I wish you nothing but health and happiness and all the best to you. And thank you for showing up and vibing with us. Jamasia Hi says, "Hi. What's up, Jamasia? I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I think that's how you say your name. If it's not, I apologise. But either way, hello." Tiana says, "Bye." I am doing good, thank you. I am hanging out. I'm chilling. It's Saturday night here in the UK, and I'm just vibing. How are you doing? The good guy says, "Bye, brother. May God bless you and your family." Thank you so much. I'm wishing nothing but goodness for you and your family, good guy. And thank you so much. You've turned up. You've left some positive energy. I really appreciate it. Have a fantastic night, and thank you so much for turning up. Anakin Skywalker is leaving a rude comment. Dan, that could be a comment for you to have a look at. Jamasia says, I'm okay. I'm in UK too. What's up? How are you doing? We've got lots of people from the UK in here. We've got Dan from the UK, myself from the UK, and we've got people just hanging up and vibing. Christopher says, "I've got to go. Do you know when you're going to stream again?" Christopher, I will be streaming the same time tomorrow. We're always going for 8 p.m. UK time. So hopefully we'll see you there. But enjoy the rest of your night, and thank you very much for turning up and saying hello in the chat and for being so kind and sharing some good energy with me. I appreciate that. Jamasia says, "You all the way." Big up to all of my UK people. And if you're watching, I would love to know where you're watching from. We've had people in the chat tonight from Indonesia, Czech Republic, England. So yeah, all around the world. Dan is doing a great job of moderation. We've got some strange comments, and Dan is all over that. Jamasi says, "I got to go. Bye. Thanks for brightening up my night." You're very welcome, Jamasi. Thank you for brightening up my night by sharing some love in the comments. I appreciate that. Take care, and hopefully see you on another stream. Oh, that's what's up. So that one Aussie mountain biker says, "I'm from Oz." What's up? That's awesome. What time is it down under at the moment? Is it 24 hours ahead? Or have I made that up? Or is it 12 hours ahead? By the way, thank you for saying hi. That's super cool. I love hearing where people are from. That's one of the highlights of my stream for me, is knowing where people are from, because it just makes me smile to think that we're jumping on the stream. It's just a random chat. You're probably clicked on this stream. You don't know who I am. I'm just some random guy on the internet, but we're connected, and people are watching from all around the world, and that's exciting. Christopher Riley says, good night, enjoy your day, and thank you, you've made my day. Thank you so much, Christopher. I appreciate that. And it was really nice to chat to you. And thank you for bringing some nice energy into the chat. So big up to you, and have a good night and the rest of your evening. Eva the Diva says, I'm back. What's up, Eva the Diva? Thank you for joining the chat. But don't forget to get some sleep, Eva. I love having you on the chat, but I also want to make sure you get some good rest as well. But if you want to hang out, always nice to have you here. That one Aussie mountain biker says it's 7:50 a.m. Oh, so it's breakfast. You're joining a breakfast stream for you. Hell yeah! It's currently. I'm looking over there. There's no clock on the wall. It's currently 10 to 9 at night here in England. So big up to you, and thanks for joining. And I hope you enjoy your breakfast and have a good day. Eva can't be bothered to sleep. Well, Eva, I hope you don't stay up too long, because if I was you and I've been up since 8:30, 4:30 in the morning, I would be tired. But either way, thanks for chilling in the strat. Thanks for chilling in the chat with us. Always nice to have you here. Jammer says, I'm back too. What's up? What's up? Nice to have you back in the chat. That one Aussie mountain biker saying, Oz, it's 7:50 a.m. Yes, it's an early start for you. Well, not super early, I guess, but early enough. That's pretty early. I hope you have a good day. My day is coming to an end over here in the UK. It's 10 to 9 at night. And for you, it's just getting started. So I hope you have a good day. Oh, Jamaica. I pronounce like like the country, and add a hi. Oh, okay. So Jamaica High says it's pronounced like Jamaica, like the country, and add a hi. Jamaica High, thank you for telling me. I will say it that way from now on. Hey, Hussein's in the house. What's up, Hussein? We were wondering where you were. I said, well, maybe Hussein's travelling, maybe Hussein is away. But either way, what's up, Hussein? Great to have you back in the chat, man. Amza3050 says, hi! What's up, Amza? How are you doing? Nice to have you in the chat with us. Eva's asking Hussein how the chat is, how America is. That one Aussie mountain biker says, sorry, I've got to go. Bye, have a good night. That one Aussie, thank you for saying hi in the chat. It's super cool to know that someone's watching from Australia. So have a good rest of your day. Enjoy the lovely weather that you probably have in Australia, and we'll see you on another stream. Thanks for joining. Amza says, I'm so good. How are you? I'm good as well, Amza. Love that energy, and I'm glad to hear you well. I'm hanging out, I'm chilling. It is 10 to 9 at night in England. I'm vibing. I've not been at work today. I'm not going to be at work tomorrow. And I'm chilling with you guys. And we're going to do another stream tomorrow as well. So big up to you if you're watching. Jacob is here. What's up, Jacob? How you doing, man? And Jacob, I want to let you know something. Which is important. Very important. I just made you into a moderator. So Jacob, you wanted to be a moderator, and now you are a moderator. So use the power wisely, my friend. Dan says we stream until 8 p.m. tomorrow and then start a new one at 8:01. Oh, Dan, that would be a long day and night of streaming. But some point soon we're gonna do an all-day city stream, guys. We might travel to Manchester. I'm gonna take you with me. We're gonna start an all-day stream, maybe on a Saturday, something like that. So if you can join, we're gonna stream throughout the day, check out some different scenes, go to some different food spots, meet some on the street, and just hang out. Jamaica High says, I've actually got to go now. Have a great night and have a good rest of your life. Jamaica High, thank you very much for joining the stream. I really appreciate you saying hi. It's always nice to have people popping up and saying hello. So have a good rest of your night. Thanks for joining. Hamza says, you're such a good YouTuber. That is very nice of you to say, Hamza. I'm a very small YouTuber. But hopefully, all guys' support, we can grow the channel a bit and do even more fun stuff. The Leeway says, Edward, mod me please. Well, the Leeway, you did ask the other day, and you are now a moderator. So guys, there's about 5 moderators in the chat right now. So we're going to stop no moderators now. But Leeway, you are now, or the Leeway, sorry, you are now a moderator. Use the power wisely. Jacob is a moderator. Use the power wisely. And we're hanging out. Eva says, I'm getting in the car right now. I'm going to McDonald's. Well, sometimes, Eva, we all need like a little Saturday night treat. So enjoy it. And Hussein is saying Birmingham, not Manchester. Okay, so we want to do a Birmingham stream, an all-day Birmingham stream. That could work. We can make that happen. I've got a friend I can stay with in Wolverhampton, so yeah, we could do that. It could be fun. Alana I7Q says hi, and Alana also says, say hi, Alana, please. Hi, Alana. How are you doing? What's up? Nice to have you in the chat. Thanks for saying hi. Jamaica says, by the time you see this, I'm gone. So bye. Bye, Jamaica. Hi. Nice to have you in the chat. Ooh, and even the Diva says, Edward, the Leeway is a bot. Oh, no. That's not good, is it? Good at all. Thank you for letting me know, Eva. Now, the Leeway, how do I know you're a bot? Oh, the Leeway's got a Russian name, which makes me think that maybe the Leeway is a bot. No offense to Russian people, but there are a lot of bots. 1 second, guys, I'm just going to check something. Oh, I can't check something. Thanks for letting me know, Eva. Leeway, I'm sorry to move you as a moderator, but it seems like you might be a bot. I hope you're not a bot, the Leeway. Vashu Tomar says, hi, bruv. What's up, Vashu Tomar? How are you doing? Thanks for joining the chat. What's up, Hussein? Hussein saying no. That was Jacob. Jacob's going crazy on the moderation. That was Jacob in a fake account. This is like loophole. This is like levels within the levels. Guys, we don't want bots. We don't want fake accounts. We want to hang out and chill. And just like yesterday, guys, we're doing a stream of just about 1 hour tonight. I've got my friend visiting from Manchester area. I don't want to leave her on her own for too long. So we're going to do about another 10, 12 minutes of streaming. Because we're Saturday night, but we don't want to stream for too long because I've got to host my friend and we don't want to leave her on her own for too long. That'd be rude. But tomorrow, you know the drill. We're back at 8 p.m. Vashutamar says, corporate job or government job, what's your opinion? That's a great question. That is a really good question. There's just a both. Corporate job. All right, let's do the pros and cons. Government job, it's a stable thing. You're going to get that steady, regular income. Your job's going to be less at risk. Probably good pension benefits. So yeah, there's stuff to be said for the government job. It won't pay as well, but it's going to be a steady, regular job. Corporate job, it's not going to be as guaranteed. It could get rid of you more easily, but probably going to pay you better. So tricky one. Depends on what the corporate job is. Depends what the government job is. But I would generally probably say, well, it depends what you value. Do you want stability? Do you want room for growth? Corporate job will offer you probably in the more of ways to grow, and the government job will probably be more a long-term stable option. So depends what you like. Eva the Diva says, are you all at McDonald's? I'm getting a quarter pounder. Eva the Diva is at McDonald's. And Eva says, is it your girlfriend, Edward? No, Eva, it's not my girlfriend, but it's my very good friend. Very good friend. She's a female, but she's just my friend, but a very good friend to me. And yeah, she's visiting from Manchester, so we've been hanging out today. TJ's in the chat. What's up, TJ? We're hanging out. We're vibing tonight. It's Saturday night. Hussein says, let's do a stream in Birmingham, Finch Road on the 10th of March, please. So the 10th of March would be in a few days' time. And I don't think we can do the 10th of March, Hussein. But at some point, we will do an all-day stream. And maybe Birmingham will be the place for it. Some good stuff in Brum, so maybe that's the vibe. RV Wendy 666 says, yo, he's so Wendy coded. Wendy who? When you say Wendy, oh, okay. What's up, Wendy? How are you doing? Vashutamar says, do you play any games? Actually, not really, but when we hit 200 subs, we're going to do a Roblox stream together. The chat's been asking for it. I've never really actually played Roblox at all, so you guys are going to have to help me because I don't know what I'm doing. But Blocks Fruits, I think we're going to Roblox. And if you have any suggestions for Roblox games that I should play, let me know because we're going to do a Roblox stream at 200 subs. Eva the Diva says, yo, I gotta go. I'm going inside to order. Eva, enjoy getting your McDonald's. And we'll see you soon. TJ says, yes, sir. Say vibe, lol. Hell yeah, TJ. Hanging out on Saturday night. TJ says, play Blocks Fruits with me. I will give a surprise. Well, TJ, that's one of the things we're going to do, I think. We're going to play Blocks Fruits. I've had a lot of people suggesting that. So, yeah. 200 subs, we're going to do Block stream. And that should be pretty soon, honestly. That should be in the next week or so. Maybe next week too. And when we hit 200 subs, I want you guys to vibe along with me because I need all the help I can get. Eva says, my card is a Ford. It's brand new. Nice, Eva. I wish I had a brand new car. But good on you. Dan says, I'm level 2385 in Blocks Fruits. Damn. I don't know how good that is, but that's a pretty high level. Eva says, Kay, bye y'all. See you later, Eva. Enjoy your food. Thank you for letting me know that Wendy's a bot, Hussein. I appreciate that. Good job on moderation. And Hussein says, yo, what day? Hussein, I don't know, my friend. I'm not sure. When I know, I will let you know. But in the next month or two, in the next couple of months, we'll try and do a Birmingham stream because I want to go catch up with my friend. It's been a while since I've seen her. And maybe we could do a Birmingham stream on one of those days. I'm so confused. Jovan Lukovic says, hey, did you see the 8-legged Chinese man running around your room? I lost mine. That's so confusing. Hussein says maybe April 10th. Ooh, I will have to check, Hussein. I'll try and get it in as soon as possible. I will find out when my friend is free because I'm going to stay with her, and then we'll go from there. But we'll be doing lots more streams before then, so worry not. We'll find a date. And if you're watching, thank you for joining the chat. It's always nice to hang out with you guys. It's Saturday night here. We're hanging out. We're chilling by the pond, drinking some water. We're staying hydrated. And it's been fun so far. So if you're watching right now, big up to you. And Jovan says, so no, thanks anyway. Have a good day, boss. Yeah, unfortunately, Jovan, I don't think I can help you. But thank you for watching and thanks for saying hello. Judith Blackwood says hi. What's up, Judith? I recognise you. How are you doing? Nice to see you back in the chat. Always fun to see people come back to the stream, come back to the chat and hang out. We've had Hussein, who's always on here. We've had Dan, who's always on here. We've had Eva the Diva, who's always on here. Johan Blarcharger was watching from Indonesia. So it's so cool to see familiar faces just hang vibing. So if you're one of those people, big up to you. And if you've just joined for the chat for the first time, big up to you as well. Hussein is trolling in the chat. And whoever just hit like and got us to 15 likes, you are a real one. Big up to yourself. TJ says, I'm going to drink my choco milk from Viva. What's Viva? Is that a brand? Hey, 16 likes. That's what's up. Big up, everybody. Oh, Hussein says, I forgot to like at the start. No worries, Hussein. As they say, better late than never. So it's 9:05. It's Saturday night here in England. We're chilling. We're vibing. We're back for another stream, everybody. I'm hanging out in the room. We've got the TV on. And we're just chilling. And if you're watching right now, I would love to know where you're watching from. I'm in the north of England. We've had friends tuning in from all over the world, from Czech Republic, India, not India tonight, but Czech Republic, Indonesia, from California and earlier on. So yeah, always super cool to hear. Kanim says, you look like Mr. Beast. I don't think I'm Mr. Beast, but I've been called worse things. Guys, we've got about another 2 minutes until we hit 60 minutes. It's only going to be a shortish stream tonight because my friend is visiting from Manchester. So we're going to stream for maybe another 10 minutes or so. But until then, we're having fun and we're hanging out. Jake Chappell says hi from Spain. What's up, Jake? Thanks for saying hello. I love hearing about where people are from. I really do. That's one of my favourite things about the stream. People saying hello from all over the world. We had someone here from Australia before, someone from Indonesia, someone from the Czech Republic, lots of people from the UK. And that's awesome. So thanks, Jake. Appreciate you sharing that. And I hope you're having a nice time in Spain. Spain's a great country, and I'm jealous because you're probably enjoying some nice, warm evening air at the moment. TJ says that I disliked. Well, I hope you didn't dislike the stream, TJ. We need good energy in here. We need thumbs up. We need subscribing. We need vibing. That's what it's about. Now, I know we've got some people in the chat here before, but if you're watching right now and this is the first time that you're watching, hello to you. TJ says double Caribbean music in the background. Hell yeah. This is Barrington Levi. And the song is called Under Me Sensi. So if you like reggae, if you like Caribbean music, check out Barrington Levi. He's really good. The Bluebell says hi. What's up, the Bluebells? Thanks for saying hello. Stacey Clark says hi. Can you say my name is Neri? Or is that Neri? Or Neri? Either way, hello to you. And thanks for saying hi. TJ says that's my fave song. Yes, sir. I'm Jamaican. Hell yeah. Big up to all the Jamaicans. Big up to all the reggae musicians and all the the roots musicians out there. I love roots music, reggae, dub, jungle, anything like that. So yeah, if you like that type of music, big up to you. Some more on just now. What's this that's come on? I've got some more. This is YouTube. Jake says, well, I'm originally from Bristol, but I think the comment got cut off. Okay, so Jake's originally from Bristol, but now he's living it up in Spain. Nice. Love that. I hope you're having a good time over there, Jake. Hussein says, can my sister shout out because it's her birthday? Hello to Hussein's sister. And happy birthday to you, Hussein's sister. I hope you have a very good day. So Hussein, well, not just Hussein, but guys, we're chilling right now. It's Saturday night, and I want you to pick a number between 1 and 12. Chat, 1 and 12. That's what I need from you. I need a number between 1 and 12 in the chat. TJ says 12. 12. Well, TJ, you were quickest. You were the first person to say. So we're going to stream for another 12 minutes. It was Hussein's birthday, Hussein's sister's birthday today. So happy birthday to Hussein's sister. Everybody watching has had a nice day. This has been a nice stream, hanging out and chilling. I'm looking forward to 200 subs because when we hit 200 subs, we're going to do a Roblox together. I've never done a Roblox stream. It's out of my comfort zone, but hopefully you guys are going to show me how to do it. Saying hi, and Hussein is saying hi. What's up to you guys? Hussein, I think Passing Bat has a comment that you might want to check out. Jake says, Ed, in the car are you from? In the car. Does that mean country? I'm from the northwest of England, my bit of the country. So yeah, a little bit further north than Bristol. I guess that's what you meant to say. Where in the car are you from? Where in the country are you from? But either way, Jake, thanks for the comment. I mean, question. Okay, Pat is in a timeout for a rude question. Oh, good question from Pete Quotes. NR1. Pete Quotes asks, where do you want to travel? That's a great question. I would love to travel to Africa. I would love to travel to South America, and I'd love to see more of Asia as well. I've never been to India, I've never been to China. There's so many places I haven't been. In fact, I've been to a good amount of places in Europe, Thailand, Cambodia, Japan, Syria, but I've never been to South America. I've only been to one country in Central America. Never been to the Caribbean. Only been to Morocco in Africa. So yeah, there's loads of places I want to travel. Loads of places I want to see. Dan says, nah, I'm getting timed out by Edward. Dan, I didn't time you out, but I did time out Pat. Jake says, I've been to South America. Nice, Jake. Where have you been in South America? I'd love to go there. If you're watching the stream right now, big up to yourself. We've had a nice stream tonight. It's been a chilled one. Saturday night. We've had some regulars in the chat. We've had Hussein, who turned out later than ever. We've had Dan in the chat. We've had TJ. We've had Eva the Diva earlier on. We've had Blarch Harger from Indonesia. We've had some cool friends just checking in. So if you're right now, big up to you. Yeah, Jake was being nice, Hussein. I don't know whether we can untime out Jake, but I don't think Jake was being nasty. So if we can untime out Jake, that would be cool because he was just talking about Spain. But I think Bat was definitely being rude. So yeah. Okay, Jake is back out of timeout. Jake, and Jake says he's been to Ecuador, Colombia, and Mexico. Nice, super cool. I wouldn't want to go to Mexico right now. It seems like the situation is pretty sketchy out there. I've seen a lot of videos where it seems like Mexico is even more dangerous to visit, which is such a shame because it seems like a beautiful, really interesting country, but it's just suffering right now. But yeah, Ecuador I'd like to go to, Colombia as well. So many places worth checking out in the world. Jake says Ecuador is quite dangerous. I can believe that. There's a lot of dangerous places in Central and South America. Honduras, not Costa Rica, but Ecuador. Yeah, I can believe that. A lot of dangerous places. Pete Quotes NR says, "You are my favourite YouTuber and you ignore me. Please just asking for subs." I don't think I've ignored you. I've tried not to ignore anyone. I always try to read the comments out. Okay, Jesus is Lord. We're not getting personal in the chat. I support anyone's opinion, anyone's right to have an opinion about a religion, but at the same time, we're just chilling in here. We're not talking about religion right now. Dan, you are correct. You are correct. And let's leave Jesus' Lord's comment there, because I don't want to sense people, but those aren't the vibes that we want to set. So everybody, you are welcome, always welcome to have your opinion about anything. But unless we're on a subject, let's be kind to one another. Asan says, Sigma says hi. What's up, Asan? Nice to have you back in the chat. Always good to see people coming back to the stream and saying hello. So what's up to you? Jake says, I've been there twice. That is Ecuador. My girlfriend is from there. Nice. That's cool, Jake. So you're living in Spain with your Ecuadorian girlfriend. Well, that's handy for her because she'll speak fluent Spanish. What's your Spanish like? Tim Griffith says, what lesson do you think society failed to learn in Jurassic Park? Well, that's a good question, Tim Griffiths. You've put me on the spot there. I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. And whoever just hit 18 likes on this stream, big up on that like button. If you're still watching and haven't hit like, show a brother some love. It doesn't cost you anything. And hit like, I'd appreciate that. Jesus is Lord says, bless you. Thank you, Jesus is Lord. And whoever just hit the 19th like on this video, you are a real one. I appreciate it. Abdallah Khan says, clown. Well, thank you for saying hello, Abdallah. Not necessarily the kindest set of emojis I've seen, but hello to you. So we've got, guys, a few more minutes on stream. It's been a nice chill one this evening. I've got my friend visiting, so I don't want to leave her on her own for too long. But as always, it's been a lot of fun hanging out with you, everybody. We've got a few more minutes. But if there's anything you want to say, any comment to leave, put them in the chat. Abdallah says, bro, speak properly. What language are you speaking? I don't know who you're talking to, Abdallah. But if you're speaking to me, I'm speaking English. Jake says, Ecuador. You know what, Jake? I would love to go to South America. I'd love to do more streaming, honestly, like around the world. I think that'd be really cool. You know, when you see people like HS Tiki, who I'm not saying you should follow, I'm not saying you should support him, but I'm jealous of him when he gets to travel around the world. I would love to do that. Yeah, Abdullah, I don't know what your problem is. But to everybody who's been cool in the chat, big up to you. And Jake says, I have a YouTube channel. All right, Jake. Is it this one that is it this the one that you're commenting from now? I'll take a screenshot. so I can come back to it. If Jake Chapel 8559 is your channel, I'll get out. Abdallah Khan was timed out by TJ for 60 seconds. Fair enough, honestly, because Abdallah Khan was not being a chill guy. Not at all. Okay, Jake Cham. Nice one, Jake. I will check that out. Cham. Alright, I'm going to take a screenshot of that one sec. Boom. Nice one, Jake. I will check it out. For the stream tonight, guys, we've had some familiar faces on the chat, and we've had some new people here as well. So, if you're joining for the first time, big up to you. It's Saturday night here in England. I've been hanging out. I've been vibing. It's been nice. And TJ says Jake's not lying. It shows a bit of his girlfriend. Very good. Well, you know what, Jake? I'm happy for you that you found romance, and it sounds really cool that you've built a life or building a life with your girlfriend. Or at least you're living with her in Spain. That's very cool. Living with your Ecuadorian girlfriend in Spain. That's pretty cool. So, big up to you, man. Yeah, and W is here, right? W to Dan, W to Hussein, W to TJ, W to Jake, W everybody, W everybody, W Dan as well. Dan has been a top guy in the chat as always. There's not been one day where Dan has turned up on stream and hasn't been cool in the chat. So W Dan, thank you for bringing the energy. That's so appreciated. And as always, thank you to everybody who shows positive energy in the chat. It means a lot. Sometimes you jump on stream and there's like 2 people watching, but when you've got 2 people that are just hanging out and chilling with you, that's awesome, and that's what it's about, honestly. Like, if I was streaming, there were 2 people here and they weren't enjoying going on and they weren't having a good time, that wouldn't be very rewarding for me. But if I'm here with 2 people and they're chilling and having fun and they're enjoying hanging out, then that makes it really fun for me. Thank you to everybody. Luke Green says hello. What's up, Luke Green? How you doing? Thanks for joining the chat. We've got a few minutes more left and then we're going to wind chat down for tonight. But we're going to be streaming again tomorrow at 8 PM. Don't worry, TJ, you can do the W's in the chat as well. Luke says, laying in bed tired. Oh, fair play, Luke. Which part of the world are you watching from? Are you in the UK or are you somewhere around the world? I'm in England and it is 20 past 9 here. So if you're in the UK as well and you're tired and you're chilling in bed on a Saturday night, I hope you have a nice rest. Hussein says, gotta go, gotta play Roblox. Hussein, thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for moderating. And thanks as always for being here. Jake says, see you at 8. See you tomorrow at 8, Jake. It's been nice to have you here. That'll be 8 PM UK time. I don't know if it's the same as Spain, but either way, hope to see you in the next stream. And thanks for saying hello. Luke is in Leicestershire in the UK. Nice, Luke. Well, yeah, it's 20 past, almost 23 past 9. So you're in bed early on a Saturday night. You must be tired. But good chilled night. And Jake says tomorrow. Yes, Jake. Tomorrow we'll be streaming again, 8 PM UK time. So if you can join, it'd be awesome to see you there. But if not, it's been nice to have you on the chat. Danielle Cossey says hi. What's up, Danielle? How are you doing? Eva the Diva is back. Eva is back like a boomerang. Says hello. What's up, Eva? How's your McDonald's? Oh, okay. And Jake says it's 10:23 here in Spain. Cool. It's 10:03 in Spain, and it's probably 20 degrees outside in March. It's probably shorts and t-shirt weather. Luke says, I'm getting old, been a long day. Well, you know what, Luke? Sometimes you need to rest. You've got to rest. And you know what? There are worse ways to spend a night than chilling in bed, relaxing, especially if you're tired. Oh, Jake says, no, you're wrong. Maybe it's colder. Maybe it's colder than I thought. Oh, Jake says it's cool here. Okay, that's surprising. Which part of Spain are you in? You don't have to tell me the town, but like you in the north, the south, the east, the west. Like, just give me the rough area. I was actually talking today, and I was thinking about. I was telling her I was thinking about going on holiday to Spain in the year, maybe in the summertime. I don't want to go when it's too hot, but I also want a bit of warmth. I'm not a big sunshine guy. Like I like the sunshine, but I'm not like I'm baking 35 degrees. But I would like a little bit of warmth so I can read my book in the shade, swim in the sea, stuff like that. And she was saying that the northeast of Spain is a nice place to go. A lot of Brits go to the southeast. Excuse me, yeah, the southeast. But she was saying, sorry, the northwest is good. Brits go to the Costa del Sol, like in the southeast. But maybe I'll check out northwest sometime. Eva says, I hope it's warm tomorrow. Fingers crossed, Eva, but I think you're in the UK as well, right? And in the UK, anything can happen. So let's see what tomorrow brings. Jake is in South Seville. Ooh, nice, Jake. What a great location. Jake says, May's a good time to come. That's good to know. That is good to know. I can imagine it's like warm, but not boiling. Halia Jefferson Mummy of 8 says, can you buy me and my 8 kids McDonald's? Unfortunately, I'm not in a position to help you and your 8 children, Aaliyah, but I wish you and your children all the best. So, guys, we're going to stream for another minute or so, and then we're going to end the stream for tonight because I've got my friend visiting. She's chilling on her own, and I don't want to leave her on her own for too long. But we're going to stream tomorrow again, 8 p.m. It's going to be a lot of fun. Aaliyah says, Edward, don't care. I do care. Hopefully you're not saying you don't care what I think. But Aaliyah, I do care, which is why I read your comment out. And I hope you're okay. Dan says, bye, guys. And Jake says, see you then. See you then, Jake. It's been really nice to have you on the chat. And thanks for sharing a bit about yourself. I love hearing about people, where they're from, what their lives are like. It just makes it more fun for me. And then that will watching me, but I'm also getting to hang out with you. So thanks for sharing. So guys, we just hit 80 minutes. It's been a lot of fun in the chat. I'm going to put one more tune on and then we're going to end this stream. But if you're watching and you're hanging out and you've enjoyed the stream, hit the like button if you haven't already. It helps me out and I appreciate it. But Addy, we're going to be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. UK time. We're going to be hanging out. We're going to be vibing. I know you some guys are going to come and join me. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. But before we go, we're going to read the last of the comments. I Love Yunche says, hi, do you know the K-pop group Stray Kids? Just asking. Yes, I do know the group Yunche. Yes, I have heard of them. I've not really listened to their music, but I do know who they are. And a few people have mentioned them in the chat recently. And whoever just hit like and took us 20 likes, peace out to you. You're a real one. TJ, Elena Kerber says, you look like Felix from Stray Kids. No, surely not. I don't think I look South Korean. But I will check out Felix from Stray Kids. Whoever just hit like button to take us to 21 likes, big love to you. Thank you so much. Amelia says, hi Edward, sorry I missed yesterday. Don't worry, Amelia. You're here now and that's the key thing. In fact, Amelia here for the last minute of the stream because we've been streaming for 81 minutes tonight. It's been going on a while. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to go because my friend is here. She's from Manchester and I don't want to leave her on her own for too long. So guys, in 15 seconds, I'm going to end the stream. Not because I don't love you, not because I don't want to see you, not because I don't want to hang out with you, but because I've got to go spend some time with her. Amelia, I didn't know I was cleaning my room. Don't worry, Amelia. We're going to be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. UK time, and I hope you can join me then. Go to church, has a joke. Go to church, say your joke, and then we're going to end the stream. And I hope it's a good joke, and I hope it's not a rude joke. But put your joke in the chat. Let's see what you've got. And Amelia says, I will watch. I'm back in the UK now. Nice, Amelia. I hope you had a good journey home. All right, waiting for this joke from Go to Church, and then we're going to end the stream. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. It's always nice to have you here with me. Whether you're watching for the first time or whether you're coming back to hang out, I love seeing people in the chat, so big up to yourselves. And Amelia says, yes, I did. I had a good journey back. Glad to hear it, Amelia. And I hope you have a nice night's sleep. I was fine after travelling. I always look forward to a good night's sleep. Well, Go to Church isn't dropping the joke in the chat, so we're going to end this stream here. Guys, oh, okay, just in time. Go to Church says, I just know 25 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why. Okay. We're going to leave it 15 seconds. Hopefully the punchline will drop in the chat, and if not, we're going to end the stream, guys. But either way, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys. We're back tomorrow, 8 p.m. You doesn't know. I don't know why. Okay, Amelia, thanks for spelling that out for me. Thank you for spelling that out for me. I'm too slow. It's only 9:30 here, but I'm already being too slow. And Amelia, thank you for showing me how thick I'm being. But guys, that's a great way to end the stream. It's been a lot of fun for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Without you guys watching, the streams are pointless. So thank you for vibing with me. If you haven't hit like. And if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. It won't cost you anything. But anyway, guys, that's been it. It's been a fun stream. We're just about to hit 84 minutes. I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you for watching. Bye to everybody watching. Bye, Amelia. Thank you for hanging out with me. And see you later, everybody. It's been a lot of fun. Have a good rest of your night. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. UK time. Peace out for now. Bye.